So here we go. Right now there are two reasons. Whoa, the chair collapsed on me. Someone's gonna go, that's because you're fat. Right now there are two reasons why Nikon would like to chop my head off. If I'm right about this, and I'm palpably right about this, on the D850 being a hybrid OVF slash EVF optical electronic viewfinder, if I'm right on this, then I've spilled the beans on Nikon, and what that does is it causes hesitation in the sales of current existing Nikon DSLRs, and it kind of, throws a stinky in the punch bowl of Nikon's plans to release this, enormous information themselves. So, if I'm wrong on this fact, then that also pisses Nikon off, because then there'll be enormous expectations for something that won't manifest, and that will make people also pissed at Nikon, and which would piss Nikon off. So, whether I'm right or wrong, I can absolutely guarantee you that it pisses Nikon off. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I actually like Nikon, but, it's that old saying, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I'd beg you to watch this video. I've got a lot of really important information in this video about the Nikon D850 and the reasons why the D850 with near absolute certainty is going to be what I said it's going to be, with substantial evidence, and also the advantages and Nikon's thinking behind this. Let me first start off by saying that I have never, whether you think I'm a jerk, an asshole, or otherwise, I have never made a video. I get excited about some videos to make them, but I've never been, had a thought in my head that, oh, I'm going to make a video for clicks, or, I'm going to make, some sort of sensational video. And the D850 videos that I made yesterday are by definition sensational because they're information that is unreleased, and, they got a lot of views, but I've never had a forethought, well, I'm going to make this video and it's going to get a lot of views. I know most of YouTube is like that. I don't do that crap. I don't pull that crap. I'm not running a popularity contest. I don't do that. I don't care if you hate me, you like me, otherwise. I've never made a video. Thoughts of clicks or sensationalism. Some of them I do get excited about making and dropping information. I love giving information out, but it's not for the sake of clicks. If I'm wrong on this, and this is the important point, if I'm wrong on this, and I really, nothing shy of 100% know that I'm right on this, I'll obviously, and rightfully so, catch a lot of hell, and everybody will throw a bunch of poo in my face, and I will deserve it. That's the issue with always being out front on anything. People will, never mention any time, you get stuff right, but they'll always attack the hell out of you when you get something wrong. So, but importantly so, the people that will catch more hell will be Nikon and the Nikon users that will be disappointed. They will be. But please hold on in this video. I'm going to give you the reasons why I'm right and an enormous amount of evidence of why I'm right. Both evidence and the logic and reasoning behind that. So, I will catch hell if I'm wrong about the EVF on the Nikon D850, but I really am pretty damn certain I am right, and I've gone over this and over this and over this with myself logically and formidably trying to dissuade myself of this before even making the videos yesterday, but I came to the exact same conclusion each and every time with more and more and more evidence. So I've tried to disprove myself in deep thought process on this, and I don't post wishful thinking videos that are devoid of reason, logic. I did post a video on a Nikon that was going to be called the Nikon D820. However, I did call it the Nikon D850 for like over a year. And it was logic and reasonable to assume that it would be called the Nikon D820, but that was pure speculation and without substantiation other than just simplex logic of why it should be called the Nikon D820. I was wrong on that. People called me out on it, and rightfully so. However, this information on the OVF-EVF hybrid on the Nikon D850 is based upon much information, tons of logic, which I'm about to spell out to you, and irrefutable facts of Nikon's own predicament that it is in and the situation that it is in. And I'm going to spell that out for you immediately here. So intense thoughts on the hybrid system of the D850 only confirms my conclusion, not the inverse, because one of the things you should do is not have wishful thinking, like, oh, I hope it's this, and yeah, you start to invent fantasies to reinforce your own wishes and desires upon something. And I've not done that here. I've tried to actually disprove myself. And the more I do, the more I'm more solidly impacted in the confirmation that I'm correct on the hybrid system of the D850. The reasons for that not only are the images, but Nikon's own patent of exactly what I spelled out to you about the hybrid system. It is incredibly simplex. All you're doing is replacing the front-bottom facet of the optical viewfinder with an EVF. The system of the DSLR is not even impacted with one single additional moving part. Not one. I've read a lot of comments from stupid people that have said, well, this makes the camera more complicated. Well, it does introduce an electronic viewfinder with a flexi-cable that goes to the main board, but it does not make the camera more complicated. All the moving parts remain absolutely identical. Mirror lockup is mirror lockup. When you go into EVF mode on the Nikon D850 as a hybrid system, it is no different than current DSLR Nikons. Mirror lockup is mirror lockup. That blacks out the pentaprism. The EVF turns on as it's fed from the sensor of the Nikon D850, and then it displays it into your eye. So you have one additional part which is not moving, which is just an EVF display. That is ingenious. The only additional thing other than the EVF is firmware to tell the camera to lock the mirror up when you have the eye sensors, which are assuming those two holes in the back of the images from the Nikon D850. The patent itself, which I've just mentioned, Nikon patented this in 2013. Nikon saw this coming when all the mirrorless stuff has been hitting and people attacking Nikon and bitching about Nikon's 100th anniversary. I told you that Nikon would have something special planned for the 100th anniversary, and I am right about this. It is not merely, it is, but it is not merely a damn full-frame Nikon D500. It is that, but so much more. This answers point number 3. It answers all the people bitching about DSLR versus mirrorless. Well, this has absolutely the best of both worlds with no compromise for either one. Let me repeat that. There is zero compromise of the optical viewfinder system of a conventional DSLR in this patented design from Nikon, nor is there a compromise in the use of this camera as an electronic viewfinder hybrid system, like a regular Sony or a Fujifilm camera. It doesn't compromise it one bit. You have a piece of pure, this is beautiful too, by the way, a piece of pure beautiful optical glass with a semi-mirrored front, which is the EVF display. This gets blacked out when the mirror goes up, like on every other DSLR. The EVF turns on and is projected to your eye as fed from the sensor. They keep Nikon, by having this system, will keep their base secure and possibly draw some people from other mirrorless systems. It'll draw people back, and it will keep people there. I'm thinking about switching to, mirrorless, and, DSLRs are dinosaurs. It's like, well, what if we had the dinosaur get like a rocket pack upgrade? So it has all the advantages of mirrorless, and people will be like, oh, that's awesome. This is absolutely not my speculation. This is 100% fact. So it keep all their base secure. People can still move, but people wouldn't have a single point to stand on and bitching about Nikon. Say, well, you don't have this, you don't have WYSIWYG, focus peaking, electronic shutter. It will have that. So you'll have the 20 plus advantages of a mirrorless system in addition to the optical viewfinder system of the Nikon DSLR ecosystem. Nikon will not have to change or make a different line of lenses. I mean, holy crap, do you realize how important that is? Nikon, at their very core, does not want to create a new system like Canon did, where everybody got pissed at Canon when they switched mounts. And even the Sony people, they hate this E-mount versus A-mount crap. I mean, I know for a fact every damn Sony user would be happy if there was just one standard mount instead of A-mount versus E-mount. That stuff pisses people off. I don't care if you're a Sony lover or a Nikon lover. This keeps all of Nikon's legacy glass in place, including the older AIS lenses, with an added benefit of peaking. It means it makes Nikon's old damn lenses more relevant with this camera than it has. Do you know how important that is? There is a crap ton of old Nikon lenses out there. This means that this camera makes those old damn lenses much more relevant, including like Zeiss manual focus Nikkor mount lenses. The more I keep trying to disprove myself on this, and trust me, I do, the more I am absolutely convinced that I am 100% correct on this. I have a ton of logic and substantiation for this. So Nikon will evolve into a higher perfection without having to create new glass. Nikon has always sought to keep this so there's a laundry list of the reasons why Nikon is doing this, and especially for Christ's sakes on their 100th anniversary. Now let's go off to, I can't even believe some people stupidly, and I read all these comments over these various websites. I saw that Sony Alpha Rumors picked up one of my videos yesterday and posted it there. That's fine. I can't believe some people ignorantly say, I don't see the advantages of EVF. You know, why would you stick this in? Well, let me just run down a list, a short list, which is rather long, of the countless advantages of EVF being integrated into this Nikon D850 as a hybrid. You'll have WYSIWYG. You will have focus peaking. Oh my God, if you don't know how important focus peaking is with manual focus lenses, this is a .095 lens. The depth of field on this is razor thin. You can't do that. Even I got mad skills with manual focus lens. That's really important. Expansion of lens use from fast manual focus lens like all my Zeiss lenses and all these other Nikon mount lenses made by third-party people. A lot easier, a lot more desirable to use it. You'll have red peaking and white peaking, same as Sony and Fujifilm, but losing none of the advantages of the DSLR. Video users are going to have a boon with this. They're not going to have to chimp off the back of a damn LCD panel, which is total garbage out in bright sunlight, or even in general. The glare, the smudges, you keep your damn eye in the viewfinder. So this will make video users incredibly happy. This is what people have been bitching at Nikon about. You know, screw it, mirrorless is so much better for video users. Well, this will keep them in place. There'll be no more live view off that damn LCD display. Electronic shutter. You know, for Christ's sakes, do you know how important that is? You can have an enormous frame rate on the D850 with electronic shutter. Not only on top of that, silent shutter for shooting in weddings. You know, as much as I have no issues with the flappy mirror, when you're in the silent church there and every little cough reverberates, you know, you don't want to hear this while the bride and groom are doing their vows up at the altar. That will be eliminated. Also for golfing events where they don't allow flappy shutters at the time the swing is going on. They'll kick you out of the golfing event. So that'll answer that. Totally silent shutter. High-speed shutters with electronic shutter up to 1/32,000th of a second like Fuji has. No more damn chimping off the back of the LCD screen for image review. Everybody, and on DSLR, you know, you can't take your eye, you got to take your eye off the viewfinder and to chimp off the back of the LCD, glares, smudges on the back of the LCD screen. You know what the hell I'm talking about. With this, you can just hit the preview button, the mirror flips up, the image is displayed from the EVF, and you can sit there out in the bright sunlight, wherever the hell it is you are, and see the image perfectly through the EVF. That is awesome. All the boons of optical and all the boons of EVF with, listen closely, with zero compromise between either one. Zero compromise. This combo does not either inhibit the pure EVF experience, nor does it at all inhibit the pure optical experience of a conventional DSLR. That is incredibly important. Well, the only thing we have to do here at Nikon, and this is our patent from 2013, is stick an EVF on the front of this pentaprism right here. The mirror already flips up out of the way when you're doing mirror-up shooting. Nothing has changed. When you do mirror-up, the EVF is fed from the sensor, just like a regular mirrorless camera is fed to the EVF through the sensor. Brilliant! I know I'm right on this. There is a ton of evidence, logic, and reasoning behind this. If I'm wrong, I will catch hell, but the people that will catch a lot of hell are Nikon users and Nikon themselves. You'd be like, this is all Nikon came up with for their 100th anniversary, just a full-frame version of the D500? Well, screw that. Nikon is not run by a bunch of inept dumbasses. Excuse my language. They know people have been bitching about this for years now. I can assure you with near 100% certainty, this is what the hell is going on. The Fuji X Pro 2, which I had for a few months, has a hybrid optical EVF. Listen closely to this part. And other than really a tiny damn viewing eyepiece hole, which is really damn tiny on the X Pro 2, it works wonderfully. However, that's a complicated hybrid optical electronic. I don't know if you know this, but there's quite a few moving parts in that damn thing. There's actually a little mirror that swings up that lets you actually see a projected image, which is down below. So even though it's hybrid, it's pretty complicated and it's got moving parts. This will have 0 moving parts. 0. This has no moving parts in addition to the fact that the moving parts that are already found within this hybrid system of the D850, as I'm telling you, are already exactly 100% the same as the current D810, D500, etc. The flappy mirror, the shutter, every every mirrorless camera has got a moving shutter blade, front and rear curtain. Mirrorless DSLR, that's the same. The DSLR motor and mirror, that's the same on every DSLR, so there'll be no additional parts. But you'll have all the advantages of mirrorless EVF use. That is huge. The very motto from Nikon for the D850 is beyond expectations. As I told you yesterday, the one thing everybody is damn well expecting the D850 to be is just a full-frame version of the D500. But that will piss people off. Be like, that's really good, I might buy one, but meh. I still think I'm going to move over to Sony or Fuji, you know. This old DSLR. This will eliminate that. Whatever you think of me, I'm pretty damn smart. I know this is what Nikon's doing. And if I get proven wrong on this, I will rightfully so catch a lot of crap from people. Oh, you were wrong about that EVF. It's just like a full-frame version of the D500. Yes, but the people that will catch the most hell are Nikon and the users that will go, oh, geez, you know, is that all it is? Yeah. Oh. That is not what Nikon's going to do for the 100th anniversary. It's not. Like I said again, as I said at the beginning of this video, I guarantee you Nikon wants to chop my head off because if I'm right, they're pissed at me. If I'm wrong, then I've set exorbitantly high expectations of the D850, and they'd be pissed at me. So either way, Nikon right now, I guarantee you, is pissed at me. They're like, Nikon's not watching. Oh, yes, they are. I've been told by a high-up at Nikon, actually 2 high-ups at Nikon, yeah, they were watching your videos. They are. They are watching. I have a lot of people that email me and say, we watch you, but we'll never admit we watch you because, you know, you're kind of controversial and, you know, you're slightly crude sometimes. Yeah, but I'm not selling anything to anybody, and I'm not trying to, like, run a popularity contest, and I'm not trying to create clickbait. I've never created a video for clickbait. And I would not stick myself into a hole where I get my head chopped off on this hybrid system of the D850 just for, you know, short-term clicks. That would be a bad idea, a bad move on my part. I went over this and over this and over this in my head, and all the evidence only more so reinforces that I am correct on this. And I mean that sincerely. The evidence is really, and I thought about, can I use that word? And I can. The evidence really is overwhelming. I said that word, overwhelming, that Nikon is doing this, and this is their big secret. This is the beyond expectations of the D850. And if I'm wrong, like I said, Nikon and the users will be the ones that will lose out more than I will, as far as the flack that I'll catch from it. But there's a long list of reasons why, including Nikon's own damn patent. Nikon's own damn patent from 2013 entails exactly what the hell I told you of how it's going to work. And I gave you the logical reasons. There's a long laundry list. All those people that said, you know, why would you stick an EVF in there? I don't see the... Well, there's a huge list of advantages. Peaking, WYSIWYG, lens use, video users, electronic shutters, silent shutter, high-speed shutter. No more damn chimping. You keep your damn eye on the viewfinder. There's a long list of reasons why you would include this into a DSLR and have it as a hybrid system. A long laundry list. So that's really short-sighted of some not very intelligent people to say stuff like that. And I've seen a few people comment like that. So I hope you like this video. This video is actually important, even if you don't think it is. And thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, you make a small donation because I live very cheaply. I don't create videos for clicks, and I also don't sell anything. And I exhaust myself. I was so exhausted yesterday I thought I was going to freaking die. I exhaust myself doing this and answering questions and emails. And I'll be proven right on this. And I will be the person that brought it to you first. And all those people that said, no, he's wrong. Like, no, I was right. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you later. Bye.